Antibiotics were the wonder drug of the 20th century, saving millions of patients and adding many extra years to our lives. But the bacteria they kill are now fighting back. You may have heard doctors warning about the perils of overprescribing antibiotics because bacteria become resistant. The truth is, however, that the animals, and not the humans, are the biggest problem. Livestock account for 70% of all antibiotics used globally. Farming today is highly mechanized, and entire herds are routinely injected with antibiotics every year on a just-in-case basis. In the world of dairy farming in particular, it's a cheap and efficient way to prevent udder infections, or bovine mastitis, which is a constant concern. But there's a big downside to such widespread use of antibiotics. Cows carry many of the same bacteria as humans. Bacteria which have, over time, become resistant to antibiotics. They enter our food chain, through the cow's meat and milk we consume, causing infections in humans, such as E. coli or streptococcus, that are hard to treat. The alarming rise in bacteria that can fight off antibiotics is known as antimicrobial resistance, AMR, and has been recognized by the World Health Organization as one of the top 10 health risks to global humanity. More than 1.25 million people die each year as a direct result of AMR, which is more than HIV, AIDS, or malaria. The perfect solution would be for farmers to keep animals healthy, but without using antibiotics. Milutis, an Israeli biopharmaceutical startup, has developed an all-natural alternative that, it says, does exactly that. It's safer, more effective, and it's derived from the cow's own milk, so it is perfectly safe to use, says David Javier Iskovich, the company's CEO. The company's product, marketed as Imolac, uses peptides, small proteins, which are extracted from cow's milk, processed in the lab, then used to boost the cow's immune system. Dairy farmers who routinely inject their herds with antibiotics every year will simply be able to switch to his product instead. It's a natural solution, that's very important to emphasize, and it's the first time such a product has been recognized as safe by the European Medicines Agency, which evaluates pharmaceutical products. We have started applying this to the dairy industry, but we are already broadening the applications to other animals, and also to humans. I cannot disclose details at the moment, but we found in early scientific testing that it has a positive effect on humans. That would herald a new era in the way we fight bacteria in humans, and could be used, the company says, to further develop natural biological remedies for people and save millions of lives worldwide. Exactly what they do with the peptide, and how they do it, is what he calls the Coca-Cola secret, protected by more than 60 patents. In spite of concerns about AMR, antibiotics remain the go-to solution for the vast majority of dairy farmers. In the USA, home to almost 100 million cows, 92% receive antibiotics as a matter of course. Their primary use is not to treat infections, they're to prevent them, to promote growth, producing more meat, and to increase milk yields. Cows given Imolac yield more milk, 7.5% more, on average, which equates to as much as $280 per cow per year.